Ethical Hacking Module 5. System Hacking. Welcome to Module 5 of our Ethical Hacking course. So far, we've gathered information and scanned targets for vulnerabilities. Now it's time to explore system hacking, where attackers gain access by exploiting weaknesses. In this detailed session, we'll cover password cracking, privilege escalation, malware basics, and real-world exploits on both Windows and Linux systems. Remember, our goal is to understand the attacker's perspective to better defend against it. What is system hacking? System hacking is where reconnaissance and scanning pay off. You've identified the weak points, now you simulate how an attacker would break in, escalate privileges, and take control. But always within ethical boundaries. Core phase of ethical hacking involves gaining and maintaining access to systems. Goals: cracking credentials, escalating privileges, creating persistence. Password cracking overview. Passwords remain one of the most common attack surfaces. Cracking them offline allows for high-speed attacks without alerting the system. The goal is to understand how attackers crack passwords so you can enforce stronger ones. Attackers target weak/stolen passwords. Offline vs online cracking. Methods: brute force, dictionary, hybrid, rainbow tables. Prevention: strong policies, 2FA. John the Ripper. John the Ripper is fast, flexible, and effective. With just a password hash file and a good word list, you can test the strength of system passwords ethically, of course. Fast password cracking tool. Works with Unix/Linux hash formats. Can use custom word lists. Example: John/etc/shadow. Hydra online password attacks. Hydra is designed for speed and versatility in online brute force attacks. Whether you're testing an SSH login or a web login form, Hydra helps simulate attacks to verify account security. Supports FTP, SSH, Telnet, HTTP, etc. Performs online brute force login attempts. Example: Hydra ladmin p wordlist.txt ssh//target. Keylogging techniques. Keyloggers are stealthy tools attackers use to capture everything typed from passwords to emails. As a defender, understanding how they work helps you detect and prevent them. Captures user keystrokes. Used to steal credentials and monitor activity. Software: Keyloggers, vs hardware, USB interceptors. Antivirus can detect many basic variants. Privilege escalation. Many systems have vulnerabilities that let attackers elevate their privileges. For example, a misconfigured cron job or SUID binary might allow a local user to become root. Tools like LinPeas automate the discovery of these weak points. Moving from basic user to admin/root. Windows, token impersonation, weak services, UAC bypass. Linux, SUID misconfigurations, kernel exploits. Tools: Linux exploit suggester, WinPeas, LinPeas. Malware basics. Malware is often the attacker's backdoor to long-term access. Even ethical hackers create and analyze malware in lab environments to learn how to detect and counter it. Malware equals malicious software. Types: Trojans, rootkits, ransomware, backdoors. Used for access, spying, persistence. Always test in isolated environments. Windows exploits with Metasploit. Metasploit makes it easier to use exploits responsibly. For instance, the Eternal Blue vulnerability affected thousands of unpatched Windows systems, and Metasploit can demonstrate its impact safely. Metasploit equals framework for exploitation. Common Windows exploits. Eternal Blue, MS17-010. MS08-067 Net API. Metasploit commands. Use exploit/Windows/SMB/MS17_010_ Eternal Blue. Set payload Windows/meter_preter/reverse_TCP. Linux exploits set UID and weak permissions. On Linux, the set UID permission can elevate users if misused. Ethical hackers search for these files and test in sandboxed environments to identify exploitable configurations. Look for files with set UID bit, find /perm-4000. Exploitable binaries allow privilege escalation. Misconfigured scripts with write access are risky. Maintaining access and covering tracks. After gaining access, attackers may try to maintain control or hide evidence. While this helps you understand attacker behavior, ethical hackers only simulate this in controlled labs, never on production systems. Goal: retain system control. Techniques: creating new users, installing backdoors, clearing logs. This step is not recommended in ethical hacking unless permitted. Ethical and legal considerations. System hacking can be powerful and dangerous if misused. Always practice in legal environments, report issues responsibly, and stay ethical. That's what separates professionals from criminals. Always get written authorization. Never test on live systems without consent. Follow responsible disclosure. Use labs like Hack the Box or Try Hack Me. Summary and what's next. That wraps up Module 5. We explored password attacks, system exploits, and post-exploitation basics, equipping you with the mindset of an ethical hacker. Next up, wireless hacking, where Wi-Fi becomes our playground. Learned: password cracking, privilege escalation, malware basics. Tools: John, Hydra, Metasploit, LinPeas, WinPeas. Next, wireless hacking, Wi-Fi. Great job completing Module 5. You've just taken a huge step in ethical hacking. If you're enjoying the series, don't forget to subscribe and enable notifications. Leave a comment if you have questions, and I'll see you in the next module.